Okay guys, and for that people who right now watching us on English, because I know here is not just the people from the Russian, I just want to introduce for you the great doctor from the Dallas, Texas. He is really amazing in the everything what he's doing, guys. I think, and I'm on the 100% confident that you watching him on the WCW and on WWE, because he's just really amazing in everything like I just said. And today the Dr. Shawn, he will tell of us, he will gonna tell us about his story, why he joined One World Network, why he loved the product. He will tell the things about himself. So it will be really interested, and it will be a really amazing conference. So my advice for you, you must watch it to the end, because here will be all amazing stuff about the ingredients, about the, not so much about the ingredients, but all of the about the company, about the products, and all about it. So just listen to the end, guys. Please welcome Dr. Shawn from the Dallas, Texas. Dr. Shawn, just go ahead. I'm so excited today that you're with us, and it's really amazing day.
Well, Tim, thanks for that amazing introduction. My goodness. You know, it's funny, I'm 53% Russian. I did the DNA test. I told you this a couple weeks back. But I understood about a third of what you said, okay?
Okay.
But anyway, so hello, all my Russian friends and anybody else around the world that's part of this own family. Appreciate you having me on here. Happy Friday, everybody. And I think the purpose of today's Zoom call was just to kind of interact a little bit and kind of tell you a little bit about me and my background. And most of you probably have an idea now of a little bit of what that is. But Tim, you had some specific questions, and I'll go ahead and converse with you and answer any question that I can.
Okay, doctor. So, Dr. Shawn, the first question is, could you tell us about yourself, about your career, about your specialize, what kind of the doctor you are, and just tell about your story, about yourself. This is the first question.
Sure. Well, I grew up the son of a very famous professional wrestler, and I traveled all over the United States. I was yanked in and out of school districts my whole life as a kid growing up, so I was never really, you know, in one stable area. I was always a very skinny, frail kid, and I was the target of bullying. And of course, being the son of a famous wrestler who was always a bad guy, and back in those days, they didn't know that it was choreographed in a show. I used to get picked on all the time. So I found myself in the weight room a couple years shortly after that, and I started taking up, you know, training, and I befriended some, you know, good athletes, and I ended up taking up wrestling, and I excelled through my amateur career from high school all the way through college, Division I, you know, NCAA's, which is a very competitive league here in the United States, or you know, division for college. And then, of course, I always aspired to follow my father's footsteps to become a pro wrestler myself. So I went on that journey and worked with the WWE, also with WCW, and I got to live that dream. And then, of course, you know, there's a lot of politics in that business. There's a lot of politics with any business, but especially in the entertainment business, and namely WWE. So when I was released from my contract, which is actually was a blessing that, you know, at the time, I always had two aspiring careers that I wanted to fulfill. One was to take after my dad and be, you know, try out professional wrestling. And the other was to become a doctor of chiropractic. And the reason why I had a desire to be a chiropractor is because for me to compete at the levels I did through high school and college and then professional wrestling, I had to take care of my spine, and I learned about the human body, and I would not have been able to perform at the levels I did if I did not embrace that lifestyle. So I just became so intrigued with it, and I just, you know, I realized that when my wrestling career, most people do the opposite. They go to school. I went to school. I got an undergrad, a 4-year degree at a major university, at Boise State University. But I went and pursued my pro wrestling career, but then I went back to school, medical school, because I wanted to pursue the chiropractic. Okay. So I became a chiropractor, and I've been serving my community here in the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area for the past 13 plus years. But in that time, you know, Tim, and we've had these conversations. In fact, we had one this morning earlier. You know, I'm always reinventing myself, and I've worn many hats over the years. And, you know, I still dabble with the entertainment side of things. I have my alter ego, Dr. Shawn's alter ego superhero character Phobia, the face painted character that I'll be doing, bringing some things out with that in 2020. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
A potential comic book series and maybe some film, TV stuff. But, you know, I found over the years that with consulting with a patient, I have good hands. It's been liberating and fulfilling to help so many people over the years with their health. but I love to connect with people. And I talk a lot. You already know this. I talk a lot. And I think, you know what, I might as well do something to reinvent myself where I can be a voice and influencer, because I come from my heart and I love transparency. I love real organic connection. And if there's a story that I can share to help someone break through a personal challenge or a fear or a self-limiting belief, because I've gone through, man, we've all had challenges and struggles in life. And in some ways, I'm battling my own right now. It's the biggest wrestling match I've ever had to date. I'm in the biggest fight right now. And I won't get personal with that right now, but just say, you know, I know that most people struggle and challenge. So I get the most fulfillment when I connect on this level. And I know that that's the space I am meant to be in. So that, I guess that would be kind of a Tony Robbins type of work, transformational work. I love it. I get to be a performer, but from an authentic place this time. And so in 2020, you know, there are going to be some big things. I'm going to be shaking and moving in that direction. So when it comes to chiropractic, it's great. I love it. But I just was not meant to be contained in an office, okay? I'm like a lion salivating in the cage, wanting to rip to the bars and roam the jungle. And that for me is a stage. That's these platforms to be able to connect with as many people as I can. I can reach so many more people around the world than I can in an office, right? So I'll always embrace the chiropractic lifestyle. It's a great lifestyle. It's kept me, you know, together at 49 years young. And, you know, I just think the best years are ahead. But ultimately, everything I've done, Tim, whether it was become a chiropractor, whether it was the professional wrestling, amateur wrestling, this superhero character, everything I've done has revolved around the health and wellness industry. This lifestyle, this is a lifestyle, right?
Okay, Dr. Shawn, the next question. Why you decide to join our One World Network? Why you choose this opportunity?
Yeah, so I have a really good friend, and he's more like a brother to me now. He's my mentor and business coach, Reggie Cochran. He's highly regarded, you know, just in the field that he's in as a coach. He coaches 1% entrepreneurs, professional athletes, former and today, entertainers, and you know, he's just an extraordinary guy. And so we've been working together on some personal projects that I had mentioned just a while ago that we're breaking through for 2020. Okay. But he had asked me, he said that if I would be open to, you know, so with my program that I'm about to put together, it's going to be a mentoring program, okay. And as a speaker too. But basically, my program is going to be, you know, piercing the heartstrings, so to speak. Okay. But there is the component of health and wellness is a big part of that. It's important, right? So he asked me if I would be open to, a company and or a product that would go hand in hand with what I'm doing. Okay. And so that's how OWN was introduced to me. And so I looked a little closer at the company and saw that we have like these niche products, which are, you know, we've got kind of the overall, it's not just about fat burning and metabolism, you know, increasing the metabolism, and but it's gut health, it's detox, it's you know, for your, you know, improving your skin, like the overall, and it appealed to me. And then, you know, I was introduced to Larry Lane and Eric Caparisi. I know I'm finally saying his name right. You say Caparisi.
Caparisi. It's
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you know, and we just got to talking, and we just felt that this could be a good fit. So I started taking the products, and I liked them. And of course, over the years, I have mentioned in that first video that I did that I've tried a lot of different products over the years, and with most of the time with disappointment. And these products, I didn't feel that. I just felt them. I saw the results, and you know, the company seems to be very financially backed. They have great leadership, and of course, my particular team with Reggie is a very powerful team. So I just came aboard. That's really the reason why. All those reasons as to why I came aboard OWN.
Dr. Shawn, the next question, it's about the products. What you can say exactly about our products? Which one is your favorite and why?
Well, that's kind of a tough question to answer because they all do their own things, right?
Okay.
And I like my go-to, honestly, Tim, and I'll be doing some more videos coming out with the product videos in the next couple weeks, and we'll have those for 2020. But I like Pursue and Subdue together just because of that fat burning effect, right? You're burning fat while you sleep, you're burning fat during the day. Now the Pursue, what I like about it is it gets you up and going in the morning. You don't have, I mean, for you coffee drinkers out there, you can still have coffee, but I would just gauge it at first, because you never know. I'm a very conservative person when it comes to anything that you put in your body. And I will say this, always check with your healthcare provider, your doctor, to make sure, because you could have an underlying condition. You just got to be safe, right? But these products, man, I mean, the Pursue I like because you get that focus, you get that energy, I'm able to, I got a lot going on all the time, right? And I'm able to focus and channel in and I can multitask much more efficiently. I have better memory recall. I have a better memory. My feedback, like everything is just more snappy on, right? And I don't get the jitters. I don't get the crashes like I do. Now I'm drinking coffee right now. But I enjoy coffee, but that's what I like about that. And also too, it increases my metabolism because I can tell I don't want to eat as much. I'm a big eater. Okay. I'd be 300 pounds if I didn't do as much cardio that I do. But the point is that it's great for my workouts in the gym. Also too, at night, what I like about Subdue is it's also burning fat because I'm getting a deeper REMful sleep. And when you're in a deeper REMful sleep, your growth hormone naturally is producing, and that's where you're burning fat, retaining lean muscle, and you're also regenerating all your cells and tissues. So also it's got, some gut health benefits. And that's so important, is gut health. In fact, I learned that even more so this year, that, your people's illnesses and ailments and all these chronic conditions, a lot of it has to do with their gut. And I will tell you what I love about adding to that is the Tune Tea, because really, bless people's hearts. They have all the intention in the world to lose weight or lose some body fat, right? I'll finish with this, Tim, and you can translate it in Russian.
Yeah,
but
okay.
They can work out, exercise, they can eat the right nutrition, but have limited progress. And the reason why is when you're lumen, like you got stuff built up, you got to get rid of that. That's waste. And so I use the analogy like a car. If you go get a brand new car, you got a nice clean filter, you've got good gasoline, oil. If you don't change that after a year, it's not going to get the 35 miles to the gallon. Now you're only getting 20 miles a gallon. Why? You're using good fuel and good, but if you're clogged up, okay, then you're not going to burn as efficiently. So it's important to detox, get those things, that waste out of you, so that those products, Pursue and Subdue, work even better. Okay, so I love those three go-tos right there. It's like a trio. I think it's so necessary for really anybody that wants to lose weight. For the first 90 days, for sure, do the Tune Tea with the Pursue and Subdue. I want to just really touch up real quick, if you don't mind, on Soothe. Now, Soothe is a product. It's our full spectrum hemp seed oil extract. There you go. Yeah, and it's our most complex product because and people are, this is like the big crave on the market, and you can imagine me as a chiropractor getting approached by everybody and their grandmother comes to me and wants to try to sell CBD or hemp, right? So I'm going to do some future videos and content provided on a little more specifics of our particular product, like what exactly. I do know that per serving, I think it's 10 to 15 drops is on the CBD aspect is 19 milligrams. I can tell you this, I've used it consistently for the last couple of weeks, and I'm not kidding you. I in the beginning, now you got to think I'm a bigger guy, right? And I'm taking 10, 15 drops, thinking, what is this I don't think it's going to do much. I'm telling you, man, I lay in bed, within 10 minutes, I am in a deep sleep. And the first time I took it, I literally thought I nodded off for 20 minutes, looked at the clock, thinking only 20 minutes went by. 6.5, 7 hours flew by like that. I was in a deep REM, and it's done this consistently now. So all I know, I'm going to find out more, working with the formulator, and I'm going to get some information. I'll give this feedback to you guys about what is, the breakdown of everything. But I just know it works, and it puts me into a deep REM, and it's very relaxing. It makes my body, I feel like it just lets go of some of my pains and aches and some of the bruises and bumps I've taken over the years. It helps with that. Now, with the beauty, I haven't tried that yet. I'm just being honest, but I do know women that I've shared it with, and they love it. And one of my friends actually, I had a business meeting with her, and she said, "Have you tried the beauty?" I said, "No. In fact, the beauty is waiting for me I need to go pick it up today." But she puts them on my hand, on the back of my hand, and I waited about 10 minutes, and then I looked and I compared the difference, and it was smoother and just felt healthier and hydrated. So the emu oil, which is the main component of beauty, but I think all the products, they all have their place. They all do amazing things individually, but when you combine them, boy, you got some synergy there, and it really is a great thing.
Dr. Shawn, and of course the question is about which category of the people you can recommend this product and from which age they can take it.
Yeah, I don't think there's really an age restriction here, honestly. I think even young kids could benefit from, the beauty, the soothe, the subdue. If they're wound up and can't sleep, I would maybe give a younger person maybe like one white cap as opposed to two, just because they're smaller. If they have a sleeping issue or have, high, who knows, kids can be hyper and hard to put down to go to sleep. But, and then of course, the only thing that I would caution would be the Pursue with young kids, because it is, that is a product, I say I have all our 5 product line that we have on our line is, it's one of those things where it's got a little bit of a zip to it. And even though all the ingredients are natural, it's still, you can't underestimate herbs and plants because they're very powerful. So I would just caution the Pursue with kids. I think that, teenagers and, I think 16, 18 in that range and up for Pursue is fine. But, and then also if you're elderly, you got to be careful. See, I would just say those who have concerns with a heart condition, you got to be careful with any type of stimulant, even though these are natural. Again, that goes with coffee, that goes with, energy drinks, pre-workouts, all that stuff. Anything that gets your heart rate up, you got to be cautious of that. And that's with anything, okay? Of course, Pursue is a naturally formulated product, so it's more of the healthier approach as opposed to the, the energy drinks or the pre-workout. You got to be careful with those too. They put a lot of other ingredients in there that can be detrimental. So that would be my best recommendation. Again, though, always consult with a health professional or doctor if there's any questions, if you have any concerns, with the medical questions or concerns.
Dr. Shawn, the next question is about, do you have any results of maybe of your people who already taken the product, maybe someone from your patients, or maybe you have your personal result with that? Like, what do you feel about the product? What do you see the difference?
Yeah. So I can answer yes to both. So for myself, I have found that I've gotten a little bit leaner and maintained around the same weight. So I'm losing body fat and retaining my muscle. I feel a little bit lighter because I've been doing the Tune Tea every day. So naturally, I'm going to be, getting rid of things. We don't want a visual of that, but you know what I mean. I'm getting deeper sleep. I'm sleeping better. So when you get a better restful night's sleep, you're going to feel better and have more energy the next day anyway. So then when you couple it with Pursue, you're just rocking and rolling. And I like the Soothe. The Soothe has been something, like I said, it helps with my aches and pains, and it helps me also. I actually alternate between Soothe and Subdue because I think that you could do both. But again, I'm a cheap drunk, so to speak. It's probably a lack of a better term, but meaning I don't have to take a lot for me to have the effects, okay, of anything that I take. I'm just one of those sensitive receptor sites, I guess, in my body. But my people that I've referred this to, whether it's patients or friends, same thing. They've dropped weight. They're getting leaner. They're sleeping better. They have more energy. They just feel better overall. And the ladies who are using the beauty said that their skin has improved. So it's been all good.
Dr. Shawn, just tell us when we can see you next time.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Now you saw me next time.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I'll be coming out with some product videos over the next couple weeks, so you'll be our own family will be seeing those videos soon. Yeah, we'll be doing more webinars, I'm sure. We'll just keep people posted, and we'll try to advertise it in advance, so we let everyone know, hey, we're going to be on at this time, and like you normally do. So
Dr. Shawn, also for you, want to tell thank you for your time, because you find and you give for us your attention and all that great story about yourself. We really appreciate it because we know that you are really a great leader and you're the great pro wrestler and also the motivation speaker. We really appreciate all your time and all the things which you're doing for us. So thank you so much. Of course, we're gonna wait for you next time, and just tell us the time, and anytime we can do this again. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, Tim. I appreciate you having me on today.